The 1980s introduced us to some of Hollywood's most unforgettable leading ladies. Women who weren't just movie stars, but true cultural icons. They embodied glamour, confidence, and style, leaving a lasting imprint on film and pop culture. Whether lighting up romantic comedies or commanding the screen in big-budget thrillers, these actresses became the defining faces of a generation and fixtures on magazine covers worldwide. But in Hollywood, beauty often doubles as currency. And, like any currency, it can appreciate, fade, or be spent in pursuit of unattainable standards. Some of these stars embraced the natural passage of time, while others turned to cosmetic enhancements, with results that didn't always match their hopes. Today, we revisit 30 of the most dazzling actresses of the 80s to see how fame, time, and the pressures of Hollywood have shaped their journeys. Meg Ryan. Through the late 1980s and into the 1990s, Meg Ryan reigned as Hollywood's ultimate romantic comedy star. With her tousled blonde hair, radiant smile, and effortless girl-next-door appeal, she earned the title of America's sweetheart. Movies like When Harry Met Sally and Sleepless in Seattle didn't just cement her box office power. They made her the woman audiences adored and identified with. But by the mid-2000s, Ryan's appearance began to change noticeably. Alleged cosmetic enhancements, especially around her lips and cheekbones, gave her a look that many fans found unrecognizable. The once natural expressiveness that had been her signature on screen seemed diminished, replaced by an appearance some considered overly artificial. Over time, Ryan stepped back from the Hollywood spotlight, choosing instead to pursue directing and smaller, independent projects. Her story has since become a poignant reminder of the unforgiving standards of Hollywood, where aging actresses often feel pressured to chase eternal youth in an industry quick to sideline them once their image no longer fits the mold. Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith made her mark in Hollywood with a breakout role in Working Girl, 1988, which earned her an Academy Award nomination. With her signature husky voice, striking blonde bombshell allure, and a mix of vulnerability and strength, she quickly became one of the most in-demand actresses of her era. During the 1980s, she starred in a string of memorable films, including Body Double, Something Wild, and the beloved Nobody's Fool. As the years passed, however, Griffith's appearance began to change. Now, in her 60s, she has undergone numerous cosmetic procedures that have significantly altered her face, leaving her almost unrecognizable to many. In fact, she has since turned to a new plastic surgeon in hopes of repairing some of the damage. Unfortunately, her struggles with surgery became increasingly public over time, and the drastic changes in her looks drew widespread media scrutiny and negative attention. Yet, despite these setbacks, Griffith has continued to push forward. She has been active in supporting recovery advocacy and has made select returns to the screen, appearing in projects like Stuart Little 2, 2002, Automata, 2014, and The High Note, 2020. Her resilience shows that while Hollywood's spotlight can be harsh, her determination to keep creating and contributing has never truly faded. Kathleen Turner, nicknamed The Voice. For her distinctive, sultry tone, Kathleen Turner was a powerhouse of the 1980s. She lit up the screen with unforgettable performances in classics like Body Heat, Romancing the Stone, and Preetsy's Honor. More than just a glamorous leading lady, Turner proved she could master both drama and comedy with equal brilliance, while her striking presence and commanding confidence made her one of the era's most unforgettable stars. Unlike many of her contemporaries, Turner's physical transformation wasn't the result of Hollywood pressures or cosmetic choices, but rather a battle with rheumatoid arthritis, a chronic autoimmune disease that causes pain, stiffness, and visible changes to the body. The condition reshaped her appearance over time, yet her resilience never faltered. True to her strong-willed spirit, Turner has embraced advocacy, raising awareness about arthritis, while continuing to work in theater and occasional film roles. Her journey is a reminder that not all changes are about vanity. Sometimes they are about courage, survival, and redefining strength in the face of life's toughest challenges. Daryl Hannah. Daryl Hannah cemented her place in Hollywood history with unforgettable roles in Splash and Blade Runner. Her striking beauty, statuesque frame, and unique features made her one of the most recognizable stars of 1980s cinema. In the years since, however, Hannah's appearance has changed noticeably, sparking speculation about cosmetic procedures. The distinctive look that once set her apart now appears quite different, leaving fans divided about the transformation. These days, Hannah has shifted much of her energy away from Hollywood's spotlight. She is deeply involved in environmental activism and independent filmmaking, causes she has long been passionate about. While she still takes on occasional acting roles, she has largely stepped back from the mainstream success she enjoyed during her 80s heyday. Bo Derek. In the 1980s, Bo Derek became nothing short of a cultural sensation, captivating audiences worldwide. Her breakthrough came with the 1979 hit 10, where her sun-kissed beauty and unforgettable beach running scene instantly turned her into a Hollywood icon. By the mid to late 80s, Derek was the embodiment of the California girl ideal, with her signature cornrow hairstyle and golden image shaping mainstream perceptions of beauty for an entire generation. Unlike many of her peers, Derek has embraced aging with a more natural approach, avoiding the extensive cosmetic procedures that drastically altered the looks of other actresses from her era. Though she gradually stepped away from Hollywood's center stage, she still makes occasional appearances, such as in JL Family Ranch, The Wedding Gift, 2020, and John Bronco Rides Again, 2021. Much of Derek's retreat from the spotlight has been intentional, as she chose to prioritize her personal passions, most notably horseback riding and a quieter life outside the relentless glare of Hollywood. Her journey reflects not just a career in film, but a conscious decision to define success on her own terms. Kim Basinger. When it came to the 1980s, few stars shone brighter than Kim Basinger. With her platinum blonde hair, flawless features, and undeniable screen presence, she embodied the very essence of 80s glamour. Her breakout role in 9.5 Weeks and her turn as Vicky Vale in Batman cemented her status as one of the most desirable actresses of the decade. Beyond her beauty, Basinger brought a rare mix of vulnerability and sensuality to her performances, captivating audiences around the globe. Unlike many of her contemporaries, Basinger's appearance has aged gracefully. What seems to be subtle cosmetic enhancements have allowed her to preserve her beauty without drastically altering her natural look, a rare example of Hollywood's obsession with youth handled with care. While she no longer dominates the industry as she once did, Basinger continues to work selectively, proving that her talent endures. Her Academy Award win for LA Confidential in the 1990s remains a career-defining achievement, reminding us that the former Breck Shampoo Girl's legacy rests not only on her looks, but also on her lasting skill and artistry. Brigitte Nielsen. Danish-born Brigitte Nielsen took Hollywood by storm in the 1980s. Instantly recognizable for her statuesque frame, striking Nordic beauty, and commanding presence. Memorable roles in Red Sonja and Rocky IV, combined with her highly publicized marriage to Sylvester Stallone, made her both a tabloid fixture and a pop culture icon of the era. Over the years, however, Nielsen's appearance has shifted dramatically. Multiple cosmetic procedures, along with the natural effects of aging, have left her looking quite different from the bold, angular beauty who first captivated audiences. Her once strong features have been noticeably altered, sparking endless public commentary about her transformation. Still, Nielsen has never shied away from reinvention. She has continued to work steadily, particularly in European films and reality television, choosing to embrace her identity as a pop culture figure rather than chasing the image of her past. Her journey highlights the difficult balance for actresses celebrated mainly for their looks, but Nielsen has flipped the narrative, proving that charisma intelligence, and resilience are just as much a part of her legacy as her unforgettable beauty. Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn's radiant personality and trademark laugh made her one of Hollywood's most cherished stars. While her career began in the late 1960s, she remained a powerhouse throughout the 1980s with beloved films like Private Benjamin and Overboard, cementing her status as both a comedic talent and a box office draw. In more recent years, Hawn appears to have undergone subtle cosmetic enhancements that have helped her maintain a youthful glow without sacrificing her natural charm. Unlike many of her contemporaries, her transformation has been graceful and restrained, allowing her to remain recognizably herself. Today, Hawn has largely stepped back from Hollywood, devoting much of her energy to family life and her mindfulness-based nonprofit, the Hawn Foundation. Still, she occasionally returns to the spotlight, whether through her decades-long relationship with Kurt Russell, her role in 2017's Snatched, or her presence as a proud grandmother to her high-profile grandchildren. Her enduring spirit and warmth ensure she remains a beloved figure, both on and off the screen. Demi Moore. Demi Moore rose to the top of Hollywood in the late 1980s and 1990s, becoming one of the industry's highest-paid actresses. With her signature dark hair, piercing eyes, and fearless choice of roles, she carved out a reputation as both a glamorous star and a bold performer unafraid of taking risks. In more recent years, however, Moore's appearance has sparked widespread attention. What seems to be extensive cosmetic work has given her a noticeably different look, tighter, sharper, and more angular, diminishing some of the natural expressiveness that once defined her on-screen appeal. Even so, Moore remains active in the public eye. She continues to act selectively and engages with fans through social media, where her appearance frequently becomes a topic of debate. Regardless of changing perceptions, her influence on Hollywood endures, and she remains a reminder of an era when she redefined what it meant to be a leading actress. Madonna. When it comes to cosmetic transformations, Madonna, the queen of pop, is no stranger. While the world primarily knows her for music, she also made a notable mark on 1980s cinema with films like Desperately Seeking Susan. Her daring fashion, provocative persona, and sharp business sense made her one of the decade's most influential figures, shaping culture both on and off the screen. Madonna's approach to aging and cosmetic procedures has been highly publicized and often controversial. Over the years, her appearance has changed dramatically, with extensive work creating a look that differs significantly from her original features. Despite the scrutiny, Madonna remains unstoppable in her musical career, continuing to tour and release new material. Her film work may have faded in recent decades, but her impact as a pop and cultural icon is undeniable, proving that reinvention is a lifelong art form. Tatum O'Neal. In the 1970s, Tatum O'Neal made history as the youngest Academy Award winner ever, setting the stage for a promising career that carried into the 1980s. She continued to captivate audiences with performances in films like Little Darlings and, years later, Saving Grace B. Jones, 2009. Like many child stars who rise to fame early, O'Neal's transition into adult acting was closely scrutinized by both the media and the public. Unfortunately, her adult years have been marked by personal challenges, including struggles with addiction and legal issues, which have left a noticeable impact on her appearance. Despite these hardships, O'Neal has made determined efforts to return to the screen, taking roles in films such as The Ascent, 2019, and Not to Forget, 2021. She has also shared her experiences in writing, offering a candid look at the unique pressures faced by those who grow up in Hollywood's intense spotlight. Molly Ringwald. Molly Ringwald became the quintessential face of 1980s teen cinema with her iconic performances in John Hughes classics like 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, and Pretty in Pink. With her red hair, expressive eyes, and relatable charm, she captured the voice and spirit of a generation of teenagers. Unlike many of her contemporaries, Ringwald has embraced aging gracefully, maintaining much of her natural appearance while allowing the years to leave their gentle mark. Her more subtle transformation is likely a result of stepping back from Hollywood's intense pressures during her 20s. Ringwald has continued to work in smaller acting roles while also pursuing her passions for writing and music. Her journey demonstrates a different approach to fame and longevity, one that prioritizes authenticity and personal growth over dramatic reinvention. Ally Sheedy. Ally Sheedy was a standout member of the Brat Pack, best known for her roles in The Breakfast Club and St. Elmo's Fire. With her dark hair, pale complexion, and edgy style, she became the emblematic basket case, connecting deeply with viewers who saw themselves as outsiders. Over the years, Sheedy's appearance has changed, reflecting a combination of natural aging and possible cosmetic enhancements. While her transformation hasn't been as extreme as some of her peers, longtime fans can still notice the differences from her teen years. Sheedy has continued to work steadily in independent films and television, staying true to her affinity for alternative and artistic projects, rather than pursuing mainstream Hollywood fame. Her career reflects a commitment to creative authenticity over conventional stardom. Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder has never been one to shy away from controversy. Bursting onto the scene in the late 1980s, her dark, striking beauty and intense acting style quickly set her apart. Roles in films like Beetlejuice and Heathers showcased her versatility, proving she could handle both comedy and drama with remarkable skill. Despite facing personal and public challenges, including legal troubles and media scrutiny, Ryder has maintained much of her natural appearance over the years. Any changes appear subtle, suggesting minimal cosmetic intervention. Her career has enjoyed a notable resurgence with her acclaimed role in Stranger Things, demonstrating that talent, authenticity, and natural beauty can defy Hollywood's ageist tendencies when paired with the right opportunity. Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet rose to fame as Denise Huxtable on The Cosby Show, and later on A Different World, captivating audiences with her distinctive beauty, natural hair, and free-spirited charm. She became one of the most memorable faces of 1980s television, standing out for her individuality and effortless style. Unlike many of her contemporaries, Bonet has aged gracefully, preserving her natural beauty while embracing the normal changes that come with time. Her approach to aging appears to involve minimal cosmetic intervention, focusing instead on health, wellness, and self-care. Bonet continues to act in select roles, all while maintaining her reputation as someone who values family and personal integrity over Hollywood's pressures. Her journey is a testament to aging gracefully while staying true to oneself. Jennifer Grey. Jennifer Grey shot to stardom with Dirty Dancing in 1987, winning hearts worldwide with her expressive face and instantly recognizable nose. Her charm and distinctive features made her a beloved figure in Hollywood and pop culture. However, Grey's decision to undergo rhinoplasty dramatically altered her appearance. By her own account, the surgery significantly affected her career, as the once unique feature that had set her apart was changed, making her far less recognizable to audiences. Her experience has become one of the most cited examples of how cosmetic surgery, when not carefully considered, can sometimes hinder an actor's career rather than enhance it, illustrating the delicate balance between personal choice and professional identity in Hollywood. Phoebe Cates. Phoebe Cates became a defining face of 1980s cinema with standout roles in Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Gremlins. Her natural beauty, charm, and girl next door appeal made her one of the decade's most beloved and desirable actresses. At the peak of her fame, however, Cates chose to step away from Hollywood to focus on her family. This decision likely shielded her from the intense pressures that prompted many of her contemporaries to pursue dramatic cosmetic changes. By prioritizing family over the relentless demands of fame, Kate's carved a path that allowed her to preserve both her appearance and personal happiness, showing that sometimes stepping back can be as powerful as stepping into the spotlight. Heather Locklear. Heather Locklear became a television icon with standout roles in Dynasty and Melrose Place. With her blonde hair, flawless features, and glamorous style, she epitomized 1980s TV beauty standards over a career spanning more than 4 decades. Ranging from primetime soaps to comedies and police dramas, Locklear's appearance has changed noticeably. Evidence of cosmetic procedures suggests significant alterations to her features over time. Adding to the visible transformations, personal struggle, including battles with addiction and legal issues, have also taken a toll, highlighting how life's challenges can intersect with and impact an actor's physical appearance. Kelly LeBrock. Kelly LeBrock became an 80s icon with her breakout role in Weird Science and her unforgettable Pantene commercials. Her sultry beauty and curvaceous figure made her one of the decade's most desired women, capturing the imagination of audiences worldwide. Over the years, however, LeBrock's appearance has changed noticeably. Significant weight fluctuations and what appear to be cosmetic procedures have created a look very different from the glamour of her modeling and acting prime. Today, LeBrock has largely stepped away from the spotlight, choosing to focus on her personal life and family rather than maintaining a Hollywood career, embracing a quieter and more private path. Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley became a cultural icon through her association with Elvis Presley, and she carved out her own acting career in the 1980s with roles in Dallas and the Naked Gun films. While her connection to Elvis brought her fame, she proved herself as a performer in her own right. However, like many in Hollywood, Presley faced the pressures of maintaining her image. Her extensive cosmetic procedures have been widely documented, resulting in a look that differs dramatically from her natural beauty during the Elvis years. Despite these changes, Presley has remained active in the public eye, making appearances tied to Elvis's legacy and maintaining her presence in popular culture through various business ventures, proving that influence and relevance extend beyond physical appearance. Sean Young. Sean Young made a lasting impression with memorable performances in Blade Runner and No Way Out, establishing herself as a serious dramatic actress. Her dark hair, sharp features, and intense screen presence gave her a distinctive look that set her apart in Hollywood. Over the years, however, Young's appearance has changed noticeably. What appears to be cosmetic work has altered some of the features that once defined her unique beauty. Unfortunately, this transformation, combined with a reputation for being difficult on set, contributed to fewer career opportunities, gradually sidelining her from mainstream Hollywood and diminishing her presence in the industry. Barbara Hershey. Barbara Hershey enjoyed a long and distinguished career, reaching a peak in the 1980s with standout roles in Hannah and Her Sisters and The Last Temptation of Christ. Her natural beauty, combined with formidable acting talent, earned her respect as a performer capable of balancing both commercial hits and artistic projects. Hershey's approach to aging has been notably graceful. She appears to have embraced the passage of time with minimal cosmetic intervention, allowing subtle, natural changes rather than dramatic alterations. This philosophy has enabled her to continue thriving as a character actress well into recent decades, appearing in films such as 9 Bullets, 2022, and Strange Darling, 2023, proving that talent and authenticity endure far beyond the glamour of youth. Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall's distinctive appearance and quirky charm made her a perfect fit for Robert Altman's films and other artistic projects throughout the 1970s and 1980s. Her unique style and presence left an indelible mark on cinema and endeared her to audiences seeking something unconventional. Tragically, Duvall's later years have been overshadowed by apparent mental health struggles, which have visibly affected her appearance and limited her public presence. Her rare appearances in recent years have sparked concern among fans who remember her creative peak and vibrant career. Her story underscores the complex and often harsh intersection of mental health, aging, and public scrutiny, highlighting challenges that extend far beyond the usual conversations about cosmetic changes in Hollywood. Lonnie Anderson. Lonnie Anderson became a television icon with her role as Jennifer Marlowe on WKRP in Cincinnati. With her platinum blonde hair and curvaceous figure, she came to define late 70s and 80s TV glamour. In a rare example of cosmetic work done subtly, Anderson's appearance has evolved over the years in ways that preserve her bombshell image while softly altering her natural features. Mindfit, she has continued to act in occasional roles and remains active in charitable endeavors, though she has never fully recaptured the widespread prominence of her television heyday. Jennifer Beals. Jennifer Beals skyrocketed to fame with the audit Flashdance in 1983, captivating audiences with her exotic beauty, athletic physique, and electrifying dance performances. She quickly became a cultural icon, inspiring fashion trends and fitness crazes around the world. Over the decades, Beals has maintained much of her natural beauty, with only subtle changes that suggest minimal cosmetic intervention. Her graceful approach to aging has allowed her to sustain a long and varied career in both film and television. She continues to shine on screen, with notable recent roles including Eli, 2010, and The Book of Boba Fett, 2021, proving that talent and authenticity can endure far beyond a breakout moment. Linda Hamilton. Linda Hamilton's evolution from the vulnerable ingenue of her early career to the muscular, formidable action hero of the Terminator films stands as one of the most striking physical transformations in 1980s cinema. Her commitment to fitness and complete dedication to transforming her body for roles set a new benchmark for actor preparation. In later years, Hamilton's appearance has reflected both the natural effects of aging and what appears to be cosmetic intervention, creating a look that differs from both her early, innocent roles and her iconic action star phase. Her journey highlights the extremes of Hollywood transformation, both self-imposed and industry-influenced. Susan Anton. Susan Anton's height and striking features made her a standout presence in 1980s entertainment. With a background in modeling and numerous television appearances, she became a glamorous figure who literally and figuratively stood out from the crowd. Over the years, Anton's appearance has changed, and while she has never publicly confirmed it, what appears to be cosmetic work has subtly altered her distinctive features. Whether through natural aging or light enhancements, Anton's look remains admired by Hollywood standards. She is often cited as a positive example of aging gracefully in the public eye, embodying elegance and restraint. Victoria Principal. Victoria Principal rose to fame as Pamela Barnes Ewing on Dallas, becoming one of the most recognizable faces of 1980s television drama. With her dark hair, striking features, and glamorous style, she epitomized the era's TV elegance and allure. Over the years, Principal's approach to aging appears to have included extensive cosmetic work, helping her maintain a polished and glamorous image while significantly altering some of her natural features. Today, she has largely stepped away from acting, focusing on her skincare business and other ventures, successfully transforming her beauty expertise into a thriving second career. Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis cemented her status as the ultimate scream queen with Halloween and remained a horror icon throughout the 1980s. Her combination of natural beauty, athletic build, and remarkable acting skills allowed her to portray characters who were both vulnerable and strong, captivating audiences and keeping them on the edge of their seats. Today, Curtis is one of Hollywood's most outspoken advocates for natural aging. She openly rejects the industry's pressure for cosmetic procedures, proudly embracing her gray hair and the natural changes that come with time. Alongside stars like Jennifer Garner and Halle Berry, Curtis has championed the idea that aging can and should be celebrated, rather than masked with procedures designed to erase fine lines, plump, sagging cheeks, or smooth foreheads. Deborah Winger. Deborah Winger earned acclaim for her powerful performances in films like An Officer and a Gentleman and Terms of Endearment, establishing herself as one of the most serious and respected actresses of her generation. Surprisingly, Winger stepped away from Hollywood at the height of her career, driven in part by frustration with the industry's treatment of women and the relentless pressure to maintain a specific image. This choice to prioritize her personal life over career likely shielded her from many of the pressures that led other actresses to undergo dramatic transformations. Her rare public appearances suggest she has aged naturally, and her deliberate retreat from the spotlight serves as a compelling example of how actresses can preserve both dignity and authenticity while navigating Hollywood's aging pressures. So, what can we take away from all this? The journeys of these 30 actresses highlight the complicated dance between beauty, fame, aging, and personal choice in an industry that is famously obsessed with appearances. Their experiences remain relevant today, as new generations of actresses continue to navigate the pressures of Hollywood while balancing career, personal authenticity, and public perception. Tisoro, what's your take on Hollywood's beauty standards? How do you feel about the way these 80s stars have aged in the public eye? Who do you think has aged the best? And who the least well? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your opinions. And if you enjoy content that explores the good, the bad, and the sometimes ugly side of Hollywood, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest posts. With that, we'll see you in the next video.